Okay, so let's glance through the information here again. Um, all right. So the content, the .csv base contains several columns. The first column contains the dates, that is year, months from the measurement period. Each column except the data contains the percentage of share in the operating system market given in percentage rounded to two decimal places. If the share is less than 0.5%, the value remains zero, although it can be a very small part of the share. In total, we have 180 rows, full data from 15 years for each month. Okay. Then the database comes from the start counter and it's made available in the operation with CC or whatever. Um, um okay, all right. So what are the licenses which allows to copy, use, and disseminate data also for commercial purposes after providing the sources? Okay, sure. All right. So someone did some visual here with that data, but yeah, he used Python. So these are some insights on the various systems. Okay, and all right, we can, yeah, and you have these guys who are collaborating. Okay, so and there's a trend for the downloads of this data and the views as well. So I think we are good to go with this information. You understand what the data is about. So let's close this. All right. So for this data, assuming you want to do a pivot table from this data, the first thing we have to do is to get our data from the selection. Okay. Over here, we are presuming the data is clean, but in the normal circumstance, when you get a data like this, before you even start your analysis, you have to cross check the data. So this date that they are saying is date. Is it actually date? Okay. When you click, this is part of the cleaning now. When you click this, is it still not giving you whether it's date or not? It's just showing as general. So here, let's format this to date. So short date. And over here, it's giving us a format as date. So I think with this we can do some filtering based on the date. And if you look at the range, it ends at 2023 December. That is fine. So it's more or less like current, and it started from 2009 January. So that is it about the dates. And over here, let me put some filters here. So Shift Control L, when you have filter here, you can look at whatever value is here. Do you have any weird values over here? Mm. Some are not in two decimal places, so we can probably have a look at that. Some are just whole numbers. You can have a look at that. And over here, as they explained, that if the market share is less than 5%, they put zero there. But this
0.5% rather.
Yeah, 0.5%, sure. They capture zero for that. Okay. So this zero that you are seeing here and over here for Chrome, realize that they recorded a lot of zeros here for Chrome and this unknown Nokia unknown. Yeah, so I think the zeros make sense to us since you've read the metadata or the information about this data. So here, um, we can explore it further to make sure that everything is okay for us to analyze. Over here too, we can turn this one into two decimal places. So when you check for Kai OS, that one too has some data in there, but initially when you view the first part, it's more or less like zeros throughout, but until you filter, you not see the numbers or scroll down to the latter parts. All right, so I think let's since everything is value or number, let's select from the beginning to the end of the data with the exception of the dates. Okay, so we are selecting more than we want. So let's just select from here down and right. Now we can just turn everything into a number formatted to, let's say, two decimal places. We just, oh sorry, we want to. So this is fine. And now I think everything is uniform. Everything is uniform. So you don't see any weird things in there. And so far I've not seen any character in here. So it's possible someone already cleaned this data and put it on Kaggle for you. Sometimes you can get data that looks very crazy, like a lot of word characters in there that you can't really work with unless you replace them with some values that make sense or you remove them from the data entirely. Yes, so now I think we are done. This is just a minimal cleaning you've done with this data. And also you have to make sure that our column headings are consistent. So if you check Windows, is it spelled properly? iOS, OS X, unknown. I think everything here has been done for us. So all these cleanings has have been done for us. And as I said, you'll be working with survey data. So that one, when you start with that, you will see where some of the mess comes from when we are analyzing data. So here, Samsung, Chrome, PlayStation, Sony, Ericsson, Xbox, Bada. Yeah, so I think everything is done for us here. Everything. All right. So now you want to do some pivot tables in here. So let's get our data selected and highlight our range you want to use. So you want to use the whole range. But then you can also select the range you want if you don't want everything. Assume you want to just analyze for the popular one. For iOS, we have these popular ones. We have Linux, we have Windows, you have Android, you have iOS, and this OS X. Who have idea about this OS X? I don't know this operating system though. I don't know. I'm not an iPhone or iOS user, so I don't know about this operating system. If anyone has an idea what this OS X actually stand for, I know it relates probably relates to iOS or something. I don't know whether it's for iOS watches or something. Maybe if you can, uh, uh, it's better you even Google it to have a fair idea what it means. So OS X. Yeah. So it's That is Mac's original Mac OS X. Okay. All right. Okay. 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 So Mac users, are you here? Hmm. That is OS X. Mac OS X. Proprietary unit. All right. So let's consider what this one was among the popular ones. So we will go with this dates for our pivot table. This one, and let's come up. We want to go with Windows as well. We want to go with Android. We want to go with say iOS and iOS X. So here you take probably this one as phones and this one as the Mac itself, and go with Linux. And I think Samsung is also popular. Let's go. BlackBerry has faded out, so let's know it's our time there. So anyway, we can do that, but I want us to focus on the popular ones. And we also have Chrome here. And for gaming, Xbox is there. I'm not a gamer though, but I know Xbox is and PlayStation. So you can select these ones. You can select these ones and see if you can place our pivot tables in here. So over here, let's go in with an existing sheet. So what are you seeing? Um, let me let me zoom in. I think you guys are not seeing. Let me zoom in a bit. So I tried inserting my pivot table here, and look at the error I'm getting. This command requires at least two rows of source data. You cannot use the command on a selection in only one row. Try the following. So whatever data you are selecting, I think they should be adjacent to each other. So now instead of selecting some, let's go with everything. Or we can still select some by rearranging it. Maybe if you want Samsung, you have to move it further, like forward. Okay, if you can maybe bring Samsung here, bring Samsung, uh, bring Samsung here. Okay, I don't want to replace, so let me hold shift and drag. So now you've brought Samsung here as part of the popular ones instead of leaving it there. So if you want to do that, we can use the shifts. You can hold the shift key and drag it. So assuming I want to bring another one, which is Chrome, I press the shifts and you see that when you hover on the border around the column over here or here, the mouse pointer turns into something like um how do I describe it? A cross with four sides. So over here I can just sorry, I don't want to I can just drag to wherever I want to put it. But make sure whilst you are dragging, your finger is on the shift key. You don't release it. Just hold it until you drag you drop it there. So now Chrome OS is also brought to the selection you want. And now I can just go in, select the data down, and now I want to select one by one. I don't want to select everything. So have I gotten to where I want? Let's see. Okay, so you want to add Linux. I want to bring this guy here. I want to send this one back. I don't want it here, so I want to send it back to here. And now I think I have the ones that I can go with. So let's select it again. Then hold the shift without the control. Then you can now go one by one. Select what you want. And you have to go extra one by still holding the shifts and the arrow key to your right to select data on your right. All right, so this is done. We can insert our pivot table from this range and create a new sheet. So over here, you don't get an error. And you realize that you have only the column names. We have only the column names of the data you selected. The other data you didn't select is not showing up here. Oh, why is unknown here? I didn't want to bring unknown. Let's go back. Oh, it's here. Oh, anyway, that was all right. Let's go with that. But then these ones are not part from series 40 till the end. It's not part of the selection you've made. So now I can rename this to pivots anything you want. So and I want to do the analysis based on the dates. So I think that's the only uh column that makes sense to pivot other other operating systems against to see the trend. So I want to put this in the rows. The date should be in the rows. And okay, so here for Windows, maybe we can put it at the values side for 2009. What if I put this at the columns? It doesn't make sense to go this direction. It doesn't really make sense over here. So ideally, you should be at the values so that the data is easy to visualize and you can draw your inference out of it. So okay, so you realize that here you formatted to two decimal places, but what are you seeing here? Has there been any changes to this data for Windows? Okay, I think when you send it to the pivot tables, it reformat it. If the last value is zero or last two decimal places are zero. So here over here it was 89.20, but then the zero is gone over here. But you can still bring them back by increasing the decimal places over here. So that's not a big deal. All right. So in terms of the market share for Windows, you realize that these are the percentages. What if you want to do yearly? Want to do yearly? Our data is, let's filter or put a timeline here. Let's put a timeline here for the date. So realize that you can't put a timeline. Why? The format of the data is not being recognized as date. For the date side, it's not being recognized here as dates. That's why you can't place a timeline here. So what if I want to place a filter for the dates? Let's do that and see. And you realize that it doesn't even categorize them into the years, or doesn't really help. So let's see if we can rework on this dates column to actually make sure that it's recognized as date field. So let's here go to custom, and over here we want the format we want. Let's Oh wait, okay, there's dates here, sure. Let's go with maybe a good one here. Let's go with this format. And here, English. Oh, there's English Ghana for Power BI. I don't see English Ghana here. English Ghana, where are you? Wow. Okay, so you don't see that. Um, let's go with this now and see. Okay. Hmm. So here, let's get the year. Let's insert another column. Maybe you can just do Alt H I C. These are some of the shortcuts, so take notice of that. If you want to insert a column, one shortcut you can go with is assuming I want to delete this, let me delete. One shortcut you can go with is this one. You press Alt, then go for H. Then when you press, it might not work with some old Windows though, but you can all try it. If it doesn't work for you, you can let us know. So we have we can click anywhere. So Alt H, then I. Where is I here? Where is I? So this is I. So you realize that I is under insert. Okay, so I press I again. Then Alt H I C. So here, insert sheet columns. So I have to press on C. And now I get my new column inserted over here. Alright, so now I can say the year over here. Now I want to see if I can extract the year. So let's say equals the year formula from this date. Realize that this date is not really formatted well, so it's not giving us the year. So how can you do that? This is part of the cleaning. So let's see how we can fix it. Um, let me see if I can put it this way. Yeah, okay. So this is that's January 2009. All right, so hmm, I realize that this one actually give you this, which is 2009. What if I convert this? If I convert this to a short date, or let me say a number, you are seeing 39,814 over here for the date. And it's when I extracted the year, or when I did this extraction, uh, I had it to represent seventh. This number actually representing uh this 7 January 1905 rather, instead of what we had here. Let's bring it back to short date. I think it's representing July rather. Yeah, so let's keep it this way. Let me see if I can format this to this format here. I just want to drag it down slowly to see how it will go. All right, so here it still didn't work like the way I want it. So let's quickly see how we can fix that fix. Okay, so we can do it here by double clicking on this name here, and you can go in for what you want. So you want average. So here it's giving us the average for the years. And as I said, when you click on the chart, these two things pop up. And here you can do your styling of the chart, change color, change the chart type you want. And also here, you can actually go in to do a lot of things. You have data labels. You can put in the labels on top and maybe decide to remove the ones at the side here if you want it that way. And maybe this is a different way of representing. You can put in error bars over there, the margin of errors here. And also here, if you don't want the legend, you can remove it. So let's remove it. You realize that it's gone. So I want to bring it back. So here, the legend is what is back. And okay, if I want to put a trend line, look at a trend, how it's going. So it's this is for Windows. This is for Windows. So what is the trend that we are seeing over here? So if you look at it, it's like 2009 averagely. It's like people are getting the numbers are reducing for Windows, right? Even if you look at this analysis we did over here, initially people were using Windows more often. But as of 2009, we only have 29.35% of the market share. So which ones are the competitors? These guys are competing. Plus other things that we also didn't select. You realize that we've not selected everything about the data. So if you want a comprehensive share of the market per each OS, that means you have to bring in every competitor in the market so that you know much what percentage each of the competitor is getting. Because with this data, you can't decide that okay, Microsoft had this, and you want to find a percentage of that, and no, it doesn't work. So you have to bring in all the competitors. Then you can make or you can conclude that based on this and that whatever happens. So let's go to our charts over here. So now the trend shows you what is happening. What if I want to analyze for for let's say iOS? Let's see the trend. So you realize that iOS is going up. People are getting that kind of interest in using iPhones. Okay, so that is the trend. The trend has shot up and it's been increasing since. It's been increasing since, just that it's has been some shortfalls over here. Over here, it's still some, but you have to do the average by just um right clicking and choose whatever you want. The average. So all right. So what if I want to do a max? Does it doesn't really make sense. So let's go for the average. And here is counts. All right. So that is the chart for you as well. And now, what if you want to do, let's say, But here you have the quarters. You have the quarters. So if I want to remove these dates and bring in the quarterly data. So this is for Q1 2009 to 2023. So kind of sums everything like from the beginning till the end. So first quarter from 2009, first quarter from 2010, first quarter from 11, 12 till the end. Then it moves to the second quarter. So this is how this quarterly data is being presented in this chart. Yeah, so you can also do the trend line here, quarterly. This doesn't really make sense. If you want to get a trend line, I think the yearly trends make sense. But if you want to do just for say 1 year, 1 year it's fine. So over here, you can you can bring a filter. Okay, we can bring a slicer here. Where is that guy? You can bring a slicer here and just for the years. So if I want to do just for 2009, or let's say 20, let's do for 2023. So let's unselect everything. When it's selected, you see that it will be in blue. So this is 2009 alone, and this is 2010 alone, and this is 2011 and 23. So that is how the trend is for the yearly. If you are doing quarterly for the year, but if you are doing quarterly for the whole period, then I don't think that really makes sense. So it is better to do quarterly for the year. Yeah. All right. So please, do you have questions on this? I think you don't have to look at every parameter in there or every OS in there. So yeah, I think you've talked about a lot of them, and you can try your hands on the rest. So any other question before we move to Power Query? We delve into Power Query to see what you can do with it. All right, Jeff, go ahead.
Yeah, I think my difficulty with the date is still not resolved
Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back.
because I wanted, yeah, I wanted to practice this. So thank you.
Sure, let's fix that. So are you ready? Sure, let's go ahead. So let's uh okay, so instead of this dates that have been fixed, let me bring the data in again. I don't know if I can still do a duplicate for that. So let me bring it in again here. So probably have to download it again because what I've modified would probably take effect here. So where is it? Okay, so let me rename it here. Let's do that. Okay, so let's open this and I'll come and add it to the existing data we are looking at. So the existing workbook that we have everything together. Okay, so where is that guy? Oh, sure. So let me bring it here. It's not allowing me to bring it from different way. Ah, yes. Okay, so if that's not working, let me just copy everything and paste it here. All right, so with with the dates, Jeff, are you on course?
Yes, yes, I'm with you. Please zoom in a bit so I can see well.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. All right, so here, this is the dates. So what I did was that I know this is January 2009. This is February 2000. This is March and April and so forth. So here I cleared what is here, and I did it manually by typing 1/1/2009. So Excel knows that this is a date, right? It knows that. And over here, you can still drag it down. You can fix this one. You can do this one manually, like say 2/1/2010, right? So you can do this too manually. And the
2009, sorry.
oh, sorry,
The
sorry.
second one is yes.
Yeah, sorry, 2009. So it knows that this one too is February. So I can just drag it or double click to fill down, or use the flash fill here to fill down. But then I want to check that whatever I've typed is in the correct date format. So I just want to check with the long dates and see if it's correct. So it's giving me Thursday, January 1st. What of this one? This one too is Sunday, February 1st. So I think that is fine. I can just go back or so use it down there. So now this is it. So you just drag it down or click or double click the arrow here, and it fills it down for you. Right. So that is it.
Okay.
I hope it's clear.
Yes, it's clear.
All right. So now let's come back to the actual thing we are doing. Yeah. So I was asking for questions. If you have questions before I move to Power Query, do you have questions?
I think this is basically clear. For me personally, on my own, I would like to do a comparison of the data during the peak of the COVID to see which of the um, operating systems were popular and
Wow.
which ones were going down and all that.
So I think I
But
think
that would be like on my own later, yeah,
yeah, but
to compare to maybe after the COVID.
sure. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. I think that's a great idea.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Please, how did you come by the quarters?
Do you mean the quarters for the year or the entire
Yeah,
quarter in the dates?
in the dates when you
Ah,
formatted it.
so,
You
so
know.
so over here in the pivot table, because our date is now fixed, okay? Because our date is now
Mhm.
fixed, Excel should be able to kind of create those ones. Let's say, how do I put it? Indirectly, it create that one under the hood for us. That's when we are using pivot tables.
Okay.
Aha. But if you want to create quarters as well, there are formulas that you can use to extract the quarters from the dates. But pivot table actually make it simple for you so that you don't have to stress yourself. Yeah, so realize that over here, when I was doing the pivot table, where is the child? Over here, do you have quarters? Okay, so here the date was not in the right format, so you realize you were struggling with this one. Okay, but when you fixed it here, we were able to get these items. You see that we had quarters here, we have quarters here, we have year here. It's as a result of
How did you fix that one?
how did I fix that one?
Yes,
Oh,
please.
it came as a result of the date that we fixed, or we are not getting the same effect.
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
Okay, share your screen. You,
Okay, let me
yeah.
connect. I'm using a phone, but let me try and see if I can connect.
Okay, sure. Jeff, are you getting the same effect?
Yeah.
Ivy, Sandra.
Yes, what I'm getting is that when I do the first three and I want to drag it down to the subsequent rows and the subsequent years,
Mhm.
I end up getting months and then the different months, but the year is just 2009. So it doesn't change 2009, 2010, and all that.
Then I think your date is now properly fixed. So do like
Okay.
how I was doing my. I don't know. Maybe if you've done it and you're still having issues. So please, who is sharing? Elisto, are you sharing now?
No, I'm having challenges with my internet.
Charlie,
I'm trying my best to.
let's fix Ghana. So yeah, please can you share your screen to
Okay,
see
just a
what
minute.
you are talking about?
Okay. I have to join with this computer, so I'm joining again with
Sure,
the
sure.
computer that I'm doing the Excel on. Yeah.
All right, no problem. Okay, so I think you can go ahead and share. All right, sharing now. Okay, so your date is not properly fixed. So go to the first part. Go to the first part. When you click there, clear it. Clear the first part. Yeah, clear the first part. And then do it manually. So type 1/12009. Yes. enter. Then go to the next one. No, the dates. Yeah, so 1/2/2009. Just clear and put it manually and let's see. Clear everything there. Yes. All right. So it's okay. Now highlight the two. Highlight the two up there. Then let's go to the date and let's check for long format and see if it's properly. All right. So I think that is fine. So double click to copy down. All right. So I think this should filter and let's see. This should work. Filter and let's see. All right. So now I think it's fixed, right? I think it's fixed. When you filter, you're able to see just the year, so that's fine. Yeah. When you filter, if you see just the years. Right. So you can convert it back to long short form if you want. Yeah. And this should work. So you can go back to your pivot table or the filtering that you did and confirm that. So I think this is fine. It's fine. It's fixed. So now you have to remove them and bring them back. Hello? Yeah, I hope you can hear us. All right. So remove the dates, or you can do a refresh because you've made those changes. Go back and do a refresh. Let's see. So go to pivot table, analyze. No. So far as you are in your pivot, so you go there. Then do a refresh. Okay. Take the dates out over here. Yes, take them out. Take everything out. No, just drop it outside. Now bring back. Do a refresh again. Do a refresh again. Click on the arrow down. No, the arrow down. Let's go for the yes. So refresh all and let's see. Okay, then let's scroll down. Okay, bring the dates. Bring the dates part. Did you select all the see now you are getting your quarters. You're getting the years and quarters, so your problem is fixed now. But there's the problem that I face. You're also facing that, so you have to look at that. The 2009 appearing twice or so. So okay, but I think yours is fixed now. Yours is fine. So basically, that is it. I hope it's clear. Please, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sure.
I don't know if I can share my screen so that
Yeah, sure. You can share your own.
you help me out with that.
Yeah, you can share. You can share. You can share.
Okay.
All right. So let me actually stop sharing so that you guys should take over. Oh, everyone is leaving. Ghana network.
Please, can you see my screen?
I'm
Yes, sir.
seeing. No, I think I'm not
No,
seeing
please,
it.
he's not sharing.
Yeah.
I'm not sharing.
Mm. Ivy, I hope you are following.
Honestly, no. Um,
Why?
hmm,
Uh, oh,
hmm.
you are
Hello.
not babbing what you are doing.
I'm not babbling, no. So me, I'm just kept cool. I'll wait for Saturday and start all over.
Oh no, I think maybe you have to fix your problems now. I think, hey, can we even have time to look at Power Query? Anyway, that's why I'm saying that the timelines you give, you might not have to stick with the timelines. You just have to make sure you are finishing everything, no matter what it take. So
Are you seeing my screen?
yeah, you are saying it.
I'm doing some shakara things for here.
Stop doing shakara and let's move.
Please start over. Please start.
Please hide
Hello.
your this thing, the stop sharing thing. Hide it.
Oh, okay.
Please start over.
Mm.
Oh, I should start over. Okay. Let me see. Uh-huh. So,
Mhm.
so
But you are getting your quarters. Are you using it?
I'm not seeing it. Where is it? Okay, now here.
But when you scroll,
I,
go to where all the column headings are. I think it should be down there. Probably you selected a lot of variables. That's why you are not seeing it. Scroll down. Yeah, from there, scroll down. You see them there.
okay. Yeah, I see the yes and the quarters there. Okay. I get it now.
All right, sure. So Ivy, can
Mm.
you bring your issues?
Please, I'm trying to follow.
Okay, sure. So now you can change the whether you want to sum, find average or whatever. You can double click on the name. You can double click on the name. No, the name. Yes. Ideally, you can do it in the values section. You can click that arrow down and do it, but that's a long way. So far as you can double click and rename it or change it, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So, what are you talking about? Is it here?
No, no, no. Come down. Come down to the value section. Close this one. Yes. So now come down to
Mhm.
the pivot table fields, the fields, and the values section. Values. No, values.
Here.
Yes. You see that you can click that arrow down, the down arrow. No, Then go to value field settings. Value field settings. Do it again. No, do it again. No, no. Any of the variables, click the arrow down. Any of the variables. Yes, click that. Then go to value field settings. The last part. Value field set.
Okay.
Then you see you can do the same thing here.
Oh,
But instead of
same
this
thing.
one is
Okay.
difficult. So you just have to double click, then you can change.
Mm, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it.
Okay. So I think this is fine. This is fine. Ivy, whenever you have the time, you can just get in touch. If you also want weekends, that's fine. But last week the attendance for the weekends wasn't encouraging, so it was kind of demotivating, and we wanted to put that one on hold.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but
Last weekend I traveled. So
come again.
last weekend I wasn't around. I traveled.
Okay, sure, no
So
problem.
yeah. Okay, so now I think I'm getting what Lisol is doing.
Mm.
But my problem is from the date.
From the dates.
When I drag, yes, when I drag down, I don't get the yes, like how you people have
Can
it.
you also share your screen?
Let's list all finish so that
Okay, sure.
Oh, I'm done. Oh,
you are done.
I'm done. Aha. Said,
Mm-hmm.
you used to drag how do you call it? The cortex. Um, you're doing further analysis and you drag the cortex. And I don't know if I could record the visualization of your screen,
And that's when I
but
was doing for the year.
yeah, the further analysis you did on the data, I didn't get.
Okay, so go to over here you can
Uh-huh.
cancel. No, cancel. Just cancel. What do you want to do?
Oh, I was renaming the
No, go
heading.
back. So click on it. Go to the column. Go to the formula bar. The name is up there, so you can change it there. But when you do it series
Okay.
40, it won't allow you because it's already there.
There's already okay.
So maybe you can do it 41 and it will accept that. Or you can do it whatever makes sense. In series 40, that's fine. Or whatever. Sure.
Okay. So so I've gotten that aspect.
All right.
So the cortex, how does it come to play here?
So here,
You did a further table on the cortex.
okay. So can you go down? No, scroll down. Scroll down to your pivot table sheet. Just scroll down. So do you know that you can actually duplicate your pivot tables? So copy, start from the beginning of the pivot table and copy and paste. So, yes. Then come down. Leave like 2 spaces in there and paste, or even more.
This without the formula or
Yes, just paste, just paste. Come down. Yeah. Then now you can
okay.
change whatever you want here. So press the escape key to remove that highlight. The escape. Yes. So now
Okay.
instead of you doing yearly, we can just drag the quarters. So come to the row side, remove the year, the row under the field set. Yes. Remove the year from there. Just drag and no. That one is a long way. Just drag and put it somewhere. You can
Okay.
yes. And remove the date. Drag and put it somewhere. No, you can you can just put it in the sheet itself. It will just get lost somewhere. So remove it. That's it. Then remove the years. So now you are left with just the
Oh,
quarters.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it.
And now we
Okay.
can also try the chart as well.
Okay. So that one you want to insert
Yeah. So
or pivot table and analyze.
you want to when you go to sorry. When you go to insert or you click on pivot table analyze and see what happens. Click there. What do you see? You can see pivot
Other
you can see
option.
pivot chart here. Go there. Go to no right. Right. Pivot chart. When you click that and let's see.
Oh,
So
okay.
here you can also input other charts you want. Pie chart, whatever you want.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But just do a column chart and let's see if it makes sense with the data. I think so. Click OK or select any of them and click OK and let's proceed. So now it's giving you the data with the various OS that you have. But it's quarterly. Realize that it's quarterly.
Yeah.
And this is when you can bring in a slicer and now select for one particular year. Because if you are doing it quarterly for the whole period, I don't think it really makes sense because people want quarterly data for a particular year.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay, so if you are to limit it to a particular year, maybe 2009,
Yes.
how?
So go to pivot table analyze. Pivot table analyze. Then bring in a slicer. Go to the slicer tab. Slicer. Go to right. Sorry, left. A bit left. Slicer. No, after the
Okay,
refresh. After the refresh.
change data source.
No, slicer after the refresh. No,
After
go left.
refresh,
Left a bit. Yes. Slicer.
inset. Okay, okay,
Aha.
okay.
So now you can put just for the year instead of date. Go down. Go down. Year is there, yes. So now select for the year and good to go. So you can drag and put it somewhere up there.
Okay.
Hold. Yes. No, put it inside the sheet. Don't put it up there. I was saying that you can just hold up there and drag. Yes. So yeah, it's fine. Put it there and realize that everything is selected. So now you can unselect.
Mm.
Just click 2009 and let's see what happens. So now it's just for 2009.
Limiting us to 2009.
Yes.
Okay.
2000. So realize 2009 Windows was didn't you know? Oh, that Windows 8
Yeah,
didn't.
monopolistic
Yes.
market.
And see, for now, no, as things began to intensify, realize
Mm.
that iOS and other people were coming inside.
They're coming in.
Yes, from the 2020 going. So you realize that
Mm.
other people were venturing into the markets. 2003. Now Android is taking over the world.
Android is taking
Yeah.
over. Okay. All right. Thanks so much.
All right. Welcome.
Ivy, I'm on sharing. Oh, your cockra.
Okay. So Ivy, can you share your own?
Yes, please, I'm here.
All right. Okay. So Ivy, your date is in a mess.
Yes.
So let's fix your date first.
Okay. Please, I'm listening.
So clear. Go to the first part of the dates. So
Mm,
do it manually. Type 1/1/2009.
okay.
Yes. Do for the second one. 1/2/2009. Then now go to highlight the two together. Go to can you hide the distance? Stop sharing thing. go
Yeah.
to the dates, click on the arrow down, and let's change it to long format and confirm if everything is correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
so the two are correct, right? So let's drag the
Yes,
two up.
please.
Let's highlight the two up there. Then double click the arrow down. Sorry, that box down. No, 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 no. At the tip, like at the end. That's a green thing. Yes. Double click. When you double, you see that it fixes the date for you. So now you can change it back to short form so that it doesn't take much space.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I think we are good to go. You should
Mm.
be able to use the date now. Let's go to your pivots. All right. So now clear everything in here and let's refresh your data.
So I should clear everything here.
No, 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 no. I mean in your pivot way. In the pivot field way. Pivot table fields over there.
Oh, okay.
Mm. All right. So let's go to pivot table analyze, then do the refresh there. Now go to
So you said we should go where?
pivot table analyze. Go up there. Pivot
Okay.
table analyze. Yes.
Okay. And
Then
refresh.
refresh. Yes. Then let's check down there. Go to the columns. Yes. Go down there. Let's see if the date is fixed. Uh, go down. Go up a bit. You bring the date in the rows column and let me see what happens. The row side. Okay, so I think it's fixed. It's giving you the quarters and the stuffs. I think it's fixed, but it's hiding down there. So now your date is fixed, and you can do some analysis and let's see, do some analysis and let's see what happens.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, you can hear you.
So another problem I was having is,
Mm-hmm.
so when I take it, it automatically like selects either filters, column,
Don't
rows,
take,
and values.
don't take. So
I,
you drag it and put it at where you want.
when I put it, sometimes it doesn't become nice.
Oh no, but then so because they have values, the ideal place for them is the values. Don't put the Android at the filters. Yes. Okay.
So I wanted to find out how you're able to know that this one is going under this column, this one is going under rows, this one is going under filters.
And so if you check Android, what are the data in there? The data in there are just values, right?
Okay, yeah.
So it makes sense to put them in the values side.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Then you said the Linux. So it's also go under
Values. So everything, all of them have values. So it's
values.
it's
Okay.
put them under the values.
Okay, I think this should be okay.
All right. Maybe so now rename some things. Let's see if we can rename the distance.
Here.
Yeah, so no. Over there, okay, try there and see if you get an error, you learn from it. So just give it a name. This one, it won't work. Okay, you can just do
Okay.
window and it should work though, but okay, click okay and let's see. So it's work. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you are okay. Or you can try the
Yeah.
you can try the chat as well. And try the chat as well.
So I saw people doing something like average and things.
Yeah, so we actually had to change it from sum to average because if you are summing those numbers, it doesn't really make sense. And then you can get the
Yeah.
average of the percentage that the person was covering or that operating system was covering for that year or that period.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to insert the charts.
So no,
I'm
just click inside the pivot table and go to pivot table analyze. You can put the chart there and you are going.
Where's the charts? Okay. Oh, okay. So that was all.
But you are getting weird charts. So make sure that you are not putting a lot of information in there. So you have to remove some of the things. So over here, go to your axis. The axis side, you've put a lot of things there. So you can just do for year, quarter, or month instead of everything there. So drag and drop it inside the sheet. It will just vanish. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So you
Okay.
can just do for the year. Remove the dates too. Remove the dates. Yes. So I think this is better.
Okay.
And also the average. The average. Um, remove the legends there. Remove the values in the distance. No, go to the legend side. The columns. Remove the values there. No, no,
Yeah.
no. No, go to the pivot table fields. The columns there. Yes.
Okay.
No, column. Remove that value. Drag and drop it. Wow. Okay, bring it back. Bring it back to the values section.
Everything is gone.
Yeah, you can still do it. So bring Windows back to the value section and other things. So bring Windows first.
Windows.
Yes, to the just the values. And I think this should make sense. But then no, also when we are doing analysis, you don't have to put in a lot of data. If you put in so plenty data, visualizing will be difficult. Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. And please, what was this insert slicer to what was it for?
Okay, so that one we were able to filter for a particular year. You can also filter for a month. You can actually filter for a year and filter for a month as well. So you have to place multiple slices. One slicer for month, one slicer for a year, and you are going.
Okay.
Uh,
So like this.
no, we've not brought in the slices. So
Where's the slicer? Okay.
go to slicer. When you
Oh,
click that
okay.
one, it gives you the chance to select them here. So instead of dates, no, date doesn't really make sense. Go down and see if you can see other things. Now scroll down. If you can see something like quarter, so you can just use the years or whatever you want.
Okay. So you said the slices. What does it do?
When you check mark 2, it will create 2 slices for you. So you can try and see. You can press OK. Just press OK and you are good to go. Yeah, you see that it creates 2 slices for you. Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
so,
please,
that,
this slices,
so what,
what does it do?
click just 2019 and let's see. Click 2019 and see. Click 2019. You see that
Oh,
protest your data for just 2019.
yes.
Then, okay, place your slices where I'm not seeing the actual visual. Place them where. Yes. So now it gives you 2019. Just you are doing for Windows and Android, but you are doing some.
Yeah.
Over here, it doesn't really make sense to do some. So change it to average. Double click and change to average. Yes. Then do same for the other. Is that when you bring in the slicer, it's easy, or it's easy
Yeah.
to filter multiple way. So you just have to sometimes play with your data to get a best way to represent your visuals.
Around it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can select
Thank you. Thank
multiple
you.
years as well on the slice.
Okay.
So I think we are good for now. I think we are always sorry, we are almost the time is far gone and you have to close and actually look at the power query tomorrow. Because as I said earlier, the timelines might not favor us, so but you still have to finish everything that you said you're going to do. So we end it here. If I say I'll continue, you only have how many people? You have just 3 people on board, and others will also miss as well. But I think maybe tomorrow you can get others to join. Yeah. I hope you are all okay with that. That you should do it tomorrow.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
okay. You should
Very
just
okay
stick
at
to
this
the
point.
time.
Okay, sure, sure,
Let's stick to
sure.
the
All right then.
time.
I'll always be available if you have queries
Okay.
to clarify
Okay.
Thank you
those.
Thank
very
you very
much.
much.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.